Let's line up our staff.
Amador County, California.
Okay, we've got about a quarter mile here.
Fish and Game races to a residential area to serve a warrant on a suspected doe poacher.
Once we get in there, we're going to be exposed.
It's a high-risk raid on a felon with a history of violent crimes.
Solar panel house. Suspect up front.
Out in the carport, get him.
Stop! Put your hands up! Keep your hands, we can see the whole time. Wrong, bud! Whoa! Keep your hands up, slowly walk towards me. What's going on? Slowly move.
You're looking at God's creation right here.
After responding to shots fired in a residential neighborhood,
This is a very fresh deer.
Warden Eric Elliott does a necropsy to determine the cause of death.
Looks like she'd been gut shot. We'll skin this back and find entry and exit wounds. A lot of internal bleeding on the upper cavity. So there's I could be wrong, but I think that's a fetus. I've never felt that. I've never felt that in a doe before. There's a little buck. Feels like another head in here. Yeah, she had twins. Huh. Another buck. She would have dropped these in 3 months or so. This guy is a killer. Formation of its hooves. He's not only whacking the doe, he's killing offspring for years to come. This is the reason why we have seasons. This is the reason why we have regulations. You do not shoot does during the winter and in the spring, because look what you're doing to the deer herd. This makes me reinvigorated to hammer people that do this. This is a crime. Suspect up front.
Get him.
Keep your hands, we can see the whole time. What's wrong, bud? Whoa! Keep your hands up, slowly walk toward me. What's going on? Slowly move.
Thanks to a tip from a concerned citizen,
Walk back toward the Wardens.
wardens raid the home of the suspected doe poacher.
Turn out. Put your hands up. Slowly get down on your knees. Yes, sir. Out. With my hands up, you said put them on the head. Ow, ow, ow. What the hell is going on? Search one for your house.
We're code 4.
With their suspect restrained, the team must secure the rest of the property.
Police search warrant. Get the hell, keep your hands up.
Okay, we're good.
Clear.
And then, Captain, let's get 3 people to start meticulously searching.
How about the meth pipe?
I had no idea that was in this jacket when I put it on.
Huh.
Wow, man. How do you not feel that or see that? You didn't know it was there?
I didn't feel it. No, I didn't know it was there.
What?
There's,
Did somebody else wear that jacket or just you?
No, actually, I'm not the only one that has worn this jacket.
I'm a game warden, okay? I don't care that much about a little bit of methamphetamine. I don't care about the rinky-dink stuff. I deal with people killing deer. That's primarily the reason I'm here. And when I find that you're dishonest with the little things, it's very, very difficult for me to ignore something like that.
Right, I understand that.
Do you understand what I'm
I
saying?
don't understand what you're saying. I'm being dishonest with.
What I'm looking at right directly behind you is a meth pipe, okay? We have the authority to search everywhere.
Seeing different kind of wildlife.
Is that a pellet gun?
I think it's a 22 caliber.
Yep.
It's a short barrel on this thing. It's a 45.
22?
Weapons everywhere.
How many firearms do you have in the house?
I do not have any firearms.
Muskets.
There is a shotgun right there. Yeah, there's a shotgun there. There's a shotgun right in there. These look like arrows that have passed through animals. It appears to have blood on the fletching.
This says caution.
These weapons are accessible to anybody in this home, including us. When we walked in, these were not locked up.
You're looking at multiple felonies. The subject's not supposed to be in any possession of firearms or ammunition.
I'm standing right on top of a bait pile that they probably throw oranges out here, cornflakes, some oats, some broccoli, try to chum any wildlife in, and real close to the back side of the house. And there's a screen off the window.
You sit here and do meth, then, you know, when you're all high as a kite, you sit on your porch and you snipe.
So with the 22, they can do a lot of damage to the resources.
Elliot uncovers more damning evidence. A homemade silencer.
This is a felony to possess this. It's just the perfect tool for poaching in a residential area. You're a felon. I know that, and you know that, all right? Being in possession of a firearm or any weapon is a violation of your restraining order. Just come on. I want you to be straight with me.
What have I not been straight with?
Guns. Let's start with that.
Okay, what about it? I do not have any access or any possession of guns myself or any firearms. I'm trying to freaking do everything right. I've got a baby on the way. I'm trying to, start over. And
What do you think that is?
I have no idea. It looks like a burnt piece of pipe with tape on it.
You know what that is. It's a suppressor. It's a silencer. It's something a poacher would put on a rifle to shoot a deer and nobody in the neighborhood could hear it. That's what the purpose of that is.
Oh, so I see where you're going.
Been fired.
It's in your house, in your room,
Okay, but still.
where you have access to it. It's in your bedroom, buddy. We know that there's 2 people that live here right now, you and your wife. You're not claiming possession of this? Well, the way that's gonna roll is I'm gonna put in the report that you're in possession of a silencer. You and your wife.
What?
I want the truth. I want honesty. That's all I want. And if you're gonna sit there and let your wife take a fall for something like this,
I can't sit there and freaking tell you about something that I'm just now finding out about.
you have given me nothing. In this whole interview, you have given me nothing.
So me and my wife are getting charged with that.
Absolutely. Unless you want to man up and say that my pregnant wife didn't make this.
My wife did not make that. No way.
I know your wife didn't make this. I know she didn't use it. And I have a pretty good idea who does know that.
I knew that there was something unlawful in my home or that was around there. It wouldn't be there.
So you're not going to man up one bit.
It doesn't make you look good.
There's a lot of stuff in my house that I don't know of.
In the freezer, there's deer meat. Have you ever hunted deer before?
No.
Have you ever shot a deer before?
Nope.
Ever?
Nope.
How about any deer meat in the freezers?
In deep freezers? No, I'm aware of.
Stew chunks labeled with a Sharpie and wrapped with that electrical tape. This tape right here.
What is this thing hanging up here?
Deer ball off the buck, probably off that buck right over there. And they're marked here as knives. Right.
Let's shift gears a little bit to this set of deer antlers down here. Talk to me about those.
They're old deer antlers. I mean, what's to...
How'd they get there?
They were here when we moved in. They were part of the stuff that got pulled out from underneath the house in the corner shed.
With the discovery of deer meat and illegal weapons, the Wardens released the canines to scour the neighborhood for more evidence.
You're not being truthful about the firearms. You're not being truthful about the deer.
Look, I just went through your freezer downstairs. Start talking. So at one point you put deer meat in that freezer.
How much meat?
There shouldn't be any deer. I haven't been in that freezer in so long. I have no idea what is or
Come on, man. Tell us something. Be honest with us for one second, man. Have you prepared venison at your home and eaten it? Here. That's an easy question, man. Jeez, yes or no?
I'm just thinking about it. My wife usually cooks.
You don't know what you're eating at night? Are you blindfolded?
Sometimes no. Sometimes, yeah, she comes out with these things and she won't tell me what it is because she knows I won't eat it. Because I won't like it. Serious. She does that. Yeah.
I think back there where you got your little bait pile, the deer walks in on a rifle, it's nice and suppressed. You whack deer in your backyard with it.
Wow.
Tell me I'm wrong.
This is what we were looking for. And another one.
Looks like we're getting some hits all over the property of different bones and whatnot.
Good girl, another one.
Looks like deer fat. It's like a deer graveyard out there.
Amador County. Warden Eric Elliott interrogates a suspect accused of killing a doe out of season.
A little buck. The little formation of its hooves. You're not being truthful about the firearms. You're not being truthful about the deer.
You put deer meat in that freezer.
I haven't been in that freezer in so long. I have no idea what is or
Come on, man. Be honest with us for one second, man.
And another one.
The evidence continues to mount.
It's like a deer graveyard out there.
But the most damning find of all, deer carcasses in the yard.
I mean, yeah. You're cornered. You've been telling blatant lies.
No, I mean, I don't, like I said, there was things that you know that I don't know of, so that's not me not being honest, it's me not being aware.
That's weird.
Good boy.
Apparently, I guess it's illegal to possess deer remains.
You're a good dog.
Right by the retaining wall, there's a pretty fresh deer. This guy is claiming not to know anything of what's going on, and we got all the evidence we need. This guy has been shooting wildlife and digging holes and burying them.
So how'd you kill this deer?
I didn't kill that deer.
You think you just had a heart attack and got buried in the snow?
I have no idea.
Now, deer usually don't go to sleep like that.
I don't think that deer's sleeping, no.
No.
Doesn't look like it.
It looked like somebody shot it and dragged it right there.
And packed it in snow to keep it cold until they could butcher it.
Why would I attempt to butcher frozen deer?
You seem to have a lot of answers, but not the truth. Nothing ever comes out of your mouth that makes sense or is the truth.
Well,
every time I ask you, I don't know. I don't know how the pipe got in my jacket. I don't know how the shotgun got in my basement. I don't know how the silencer got in my bedroom. You don't know a lot of things, but you still know how to butcher a deer.
You expect me to...
I expect you to tell the truth.
You expect me to know everything that goes around the house.
This is your property. This is your house. There's your debt.
I'm not the only one here.
There's a dead...
I'm not the only one
So
here.
your wife killed it? Did your wife shoot this? Your 5-month pregnant wife?
I doubt it.
Dragging out of your...
Fish and Game tags and loads the evidence.
He's a poacher, definitely a poacher.
All right.
It's disgusting.
Okay.
He has no conscience for wildlife or the hunting community that do it right. This is a disgrace. This is somebody that needs to go away.
The anonymous tip pays off. The abundance of evidence pointing to the killing of the pregnant doe means this fella is heading back to jail.
You're going to be charged right now with felon in possession of a firearm and a poaching, including other miscellaneous charges.
Okay, I want to get you inside. Can you get up there? You want your head?
Oh, God.
Why do you sit?
Uh,
You have any strap out
there's nothing on me.
The suspect appears traumatized by being taken into custody.
Let me take these things off yet.
When we get inside, we'll be able
This morning, the 3320 squad, led by Lieutenant John Norris, are after a suspected poacher. The suspect is living in the basement of his father's house in San Jose.
The guy we're going after today has an extensive criminal history of methamphetamine and marijuana use. A chronic poacher. He's committed a number of big game wildlife resource violations, and he's done all those wildlife crimes with a firearm, which he's prohibited from even possessing because he's a convicted felon. So, given his drug history and given the fact that he has nothing to lose, and he's very dangerous. So personally, I'm just kind of on edge, staying alert. Kyle and James are doing the same thing. We're gonna watch each other's backs because we're a small team to handle that house. There's only 3 of us. Just hope we don't have any problems, any threats. Hope these guys don't want to fight. This is when we can't let our guard down. This is when we can't miss anything. Copy that.
In the state of California, it's illegal for any felon to possess a firearm or ammunition. Any weapon at the residence will result in an arrest. It also could have deadly consequences for the wardens entering the premises.
Hey, good dog. So we have this many antler sets in basically a cellar bedroom. This is very suspicious. Also, a bunch of shotgun shells, other ammunition, obviously inside our suspect's cellar bedroom. And again, he can't possess ammunition or firearms, so that's a violation for sure.
Looky there. You guys know what that is? A little bit of marijuana. This guy's just all around dirtbag. So that's our suspect's name right there. And then let's look inside. So a couple live rounds, ammunition. So it looks like a crank pipe. Oh, sweet. So this is a crystalline substance consistent with methamphetamine. I'm sure there's a lot more around here.
Oh, that's a good pipe up there.
Yeah, right next to Roddy.
So it's a bad sign when we're finding multiple methamphetamine pipes, right next to high-powered rifle rounds, and it doesn't mix well. So this is definitely going to be jail time once we find him. He's obviously going to get arrested for the fish and game crimes, felon in possession of firearms crimes, felon in possession of ammunition, drug paraphernalia, and then a controlled substance. Unfortunately, a lot of poaching goes hand in hand with hard drug use, and a lot of our hardcore poachers are also hardcore criminals in other fashions as well, such as drugs, manufacturing of drugs, and other illegal activities. Look at like the dog foot over there, or it's a bear. It's part of a bear paw. Get the hell out of here. You get in a lot of places like this, and you could just look for days and never see everything.
The team moves upstairs to question the suspect's father.
Open the door here.
State Fish and Game.
Hello, Mr. Ramos.
Going in.
Have you seen Roddy around?
Not today, huh?
He leave this morning?
No, not that I know of. Well, I got about 10 o'clock. I haven't seen him all morning. Is there a problem?
Yeah, we just need to talk to him about something real quick. About some of his hunting stuff that's been going on.
And do you know when he might be back?
He's in and out, and I don't know when he leaves and when he comes back.
When was the last time he was here, Alex, that you saw him?
I saw him yesterday morning. If you guys told me what the hell's going on, I could really do a lot more. I'm not trying to hide nothing from anybody, okay? The whole family hunts and fishes, That's what we are about, I've never poached. I've never gotten a ticket for poach. If he's doing that, it's totally 180 of what I taught him. Okay?
Thank you, Mr. Ramos.
Appreciate your time tonight.
Well, one of the worst, most aggravating things about this situation is that obviously the son is taking advantage of his father. The father is the founding member of California Deer Association, super conservationist, big-time hunter, and has promoted hunting in an ethical, legal way his whole life. He turns a complete 180 from that, and that is very aggravating. That's an insult to his father. That's an insult to how he was raised. And it's just a telltale sign of what drugs do. Methamphetamine's a horrendous drug, and look what it's done.
Catching poachers can be a long hunt. Lieutenant Norris and his squad will keep the pressure on until the suspect makes a mistake. Lieutenant Norris and his 2230 squad are back on their poaching case. After confirming multiple weapon and drug violations, they return to the suspect's neighborhood.
We've got somebody in the area that knows this guy and knows the type of people he runs with in the drug culture, and she might have some information as to where this guy is at.
While on scene, Warden Kroll receives a call from a concerned neighbor with information about the case.
So, do you know for a fact he's hiding out right now? I mean, is it just happenstance we're not seeing him, or is he truly hiding and running right now?
Oh, no, he's hiding and running. That's what I'm saying. He knows you guys are looking for him. The word got back. You guys are already known in all the ranches around there. They know every number to those license plates and the kind of vehicles that they are, what they look like and everything. The hills have eyes, so to speak.
The hills have eyes? Is that what he said?
Yeah, the hills have eyes, so to speak, because word travels and people watch.
Well, let's just say this. Let's just say, what do you think?
Dodge with 2 stickers.
You know what? Hey, can we call back? We'll get your number here. We're gonna call you back. Okay?
We're in the middle of having an informant tip on a phone call. Dodge truck goes by that looks just like our suspect vehicle. Just seconds ago. We're gonna go check it out, see if we get lucky. Oh, Roddy.
Almost looks like our boy. Okay. Yeah, I thought maybe your brother, because we were told this was his truck.
No, it's my dad's truck.
So does Roddy drive this truck too?
He used to, not anymore.
Our game plan is just to stay on this and continue to check the areas we know he's going to come back to. And we are going to stay on this place until we find him.
As Lieutenant Norris approaches from the front,
Gotta talk to you a little bit about Roddy.
This is getting to be a little bit of harassment now.
Wardens Kroll and Ober make their way to Roddy's basement.
Roddy, come on out here. I need to talk to you. Roddy, stay fishing game. Come on out.
You might have to go and take a look right now.
There's no more to look at than what I was there yesterday, so.
2420. Go ahead.
Hey, Roddy, come on out. Roddy, stay fishing game. Come on out.
Okay, it's all clear back here.
Good. It looks like these antlers were not here when we did our search before, so they're fresh. It looks like they're moved. Anytime you smell and it still has that rotten smell, you know that they're fresh. Or our suspect.
Have you seen Roddy lately?
No, yeah.
How long was the last time you seen him?
The last time I seen Roddy?
Yeah.
What, 3 days ago?
There's 3 sets of antlers, nice big antlers downstairs that weren't there yesterday, and they all smell like they're pretty dang fresh. Do you know how they got there? Did you put them there? Did Roddy put them there?
No, not me. No.
Do you know where his cars are right now?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Do you know if Roddy has any other friends right around here?
Well, I'm sure he does. I don't.
You don't know any of them?
I'm gonna hit the driveway.
Okay.
Sorry to be bothering you again. We're not here to ramp you up or get your heart going at all. Just really looking to talk to your son.
All right.
He is wily. He's cagey. He knows how to hide. He knows where to go. He definitely knows all about us.
The squad will now have to lay low until a suspect lets his guard down. Lieutenant Norris breaks off from the squad with Jordan to one of his favorite places.
Whenever I get a break, I like to come up here to my favorite park, bring the dog, and just kind of remember and reflect on why I'm out doing what I do as a game warden. Knowing that there's poachers out there and there's resource criminals out there that are destroying this thing that I love so much and that all of us as game wardens love so much is the reason and the motivation for us to do what we do. My father grew up in this area as well, just like I did. And he grew up hunting and fishing and loving the outdoors, and my grandfather taught him all those same skills, and all of his brothers and sisters hunted. It was just kind of a way of life. Kind of like the case we worked on yesterday, where you had a very ethical, conservation-oriented deer hunter all his life, and part of that to his son, and then his son has turned into be just the opposite, gotten involved with drugs, running with the wrong crowd, and now he's a chronic poacher, taking stuff out of season. And that has got to be just an absolute letdown for his father. My dad, my grandfather would have been enraged if I had turned into some poaching guy that was out taking a trophy deer illegally or taking more than my fair share based on the law. They would be absolutely outraged. It'd be a huge letdown for the family. Okay, give me 5. Thank you.
After tracking their poaching suspect for more than 2 weeks, Lieutenant Norris finally gets a solid tip that the suspect is back at his father's house. He calls in Wardens Kroll, Stutz, and Ober for backup.
What do you say we pull off on that road, the last turnoff road where we were last time, and we approach it on foot? What are your thoughts on that?
Copy that. Let's do it. The danger factor tonight of going back to his dad's house is very high. The taxidermy shop is loaded with knives, hatchets, a lot of weapons in the house, a gun safe full of guns. So worst case scenario in a situation like this is this guy's completely under the influence. Maybe he's cranked up on methamphetamine, and he definitely doesn't want to go in or be incarcerated or contacted by law enforcement, decides to fight, or worse yet, do more than fight, maybe even try to use a firearm on us.
Roddy, State Fishing Game, come on out right now. Roddy, State Fishing Game, come on with your hands up. Come on now, Roddy, right now. State Fishing Game, come on with your hands up, Roddy. Roddy, State Fishing Game, come on out with your hands up. Let's go. Go, it's up front. Roddy, come on out right now, come on out, Fishing Game. Moving. There he is.
He went before, I didn't call him.
Right to the right, so look in the back door. Covering.
Here, you want to cut the corner and see what's going on in front?
Open the door, State Fishing Game. Hey, State Fishing Game. Word Roddy came in the house, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Roddy, come on out here right now.
Come to us now,
Look at your hands. Look at your hands. Come on right now. Look at your hands. Come out right now. Look at your hands.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground now. Spread your arms apart. Point your feet out.
Point your feet out.
Point your toes out.
Don't move, you understand? Damn.
Chris, you want to go in for cuffing?
Give me your left hand.
I didn't really feel good until I knew we had those handcuffs on
Give
him.
me your right hand. You have any weapons on you? Anything that's going to cut me, stick me, poke me?
No.
As soon as Chris was able to click on one side and then click on the other, and we were able to have him in custody, safe with those handcuffs on, then I was able to breathe a sigh of relief that it's finally done. We put a lot of hours into catching this guy. And the main reason we've been doing it is because he's a multiple offender. Good job, Chris.
Nice work.
It is disheartening to have to arrest a father's son right in front of him. At the same time, it's not his first time, and he's gotten away with this so many times. He's gotten out of jail for other large violations with just a slap on the wrist.
Because you guys have some of my dad.
Hold on.
I won't be bothering you, Dad.
You want to roll him all the way back to the truck.
You guys got a warrant to come in my house? I want to see the
Turn
warrant.
around like that.
I want to see the warrant you guys have to come in my house.
Miranda warning. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say
can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Mm-hmm.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now? Okay.
I don't know what you want. What do you guys want?
Have you ever been convicted of a felony?
I didn't answer no more questions.
Okay, well, we've got your criminal history right there, and it says
I don't
yes,
care
you
what
have.
you have.
Okay.
Then you should know. What are you asking me questions for?
It is pretty comical seeing how he just blows all this off so nonchalantly when we got him red-handed with multiple violations, and he laughs it off like it's no big deal and that we don't have him with anything, almost like it's a speeding ticket.
I can't say how good it feels to catch this guy tonight. His involvement goes so far beyond poaching, it's ridiculous. And it just takes a lot of time, and we don't have a lot of people to do this. And it was getting frustrating, and it's just so good to get him tonight and actually book him in jail. And with all the charges he's going to be faced with, numerous felonies, several misdemeanors, just a multitude of wildlife and penal code public safety crimes, he's going to go away for a while. He's going to be in custody, and he's going to do some jail time. And to know that this guy will be physically out of circulation and unable to leave a jail cell and go poach and kill more animals to sell them or whatever he's going to do with them.
Police, search warrant, open the door.
Hey, shut up out there!
I hear them in there. They're dumping stuff.
Shasta County.
Double up, grab your gear, flashlights, gloves, the whole Marianne.
Warden Brian Boyd and his team head out to raid the house of a suspected pig poacher.
I've been tailing this guy for quite a while. I'm gonna go serve a search warrant on his place. He snuck into these guys' ranch. He was using his hounds to pursue a big boar pig and ended up shooting it. He just cut the head off and he walked away. He let everything else rot. So I want the pig head. We just need to be careful when we go in there. He's got guns and he knows how to use them. I'm all the time thinking, okay, if a gunfight ensues right here, what are my options? Where's my cover? What are my assets? What are my liabilities? When you let your guard down, you become a target. They're looking for a fat donut eater. And I don't want to be a fat donut eater. Friendly neighborhood game warden. When you see 5 game warden rigs stacked deep coming into your place, that's a bad sign. Now, this is not a sight that most poachers want to see coming into their house. Police, search warrant, open the door.
Hey, shut up out there!
They're dumping stuff. Okay, Mike, why don't you step out for me real quick?
Over here, please.
Step over here.
Turn around, please. Okay, we're code 4 in the house.
The Wardens swarm the property looking for evidence of the poached pig, including the missing head, DNA, and ballistics.
It's bound to be somewhere.
We got to start getting a systematic and thorough method for going through each location, documenting, recording, photographing.
This is kind of interesting when you see this stuff too. Transport bait means. So he's dragging some stuff out there. Those are squirrel hides.
Maybe some hair, maybe some hide samples here. A little bit of hair that was all found right down here in this crack.
I don't take it lightly having to do a search warrant. I don't do many of them. I don't like having to go this far because I think it's wasting both of our time. So I'm looking for your cooperation. That's basically the bottom line.
Well, I'm cooperating. I'm just sitting here and you guys doing what you want to do.
I'm looking for certain things. As soon as I find that, that's what I want. Are you just going to give it to me and we can be done with this, or?
I don't even know what you're talking about except what you told me.
The pig skull?
That's what he said, something about a pig head and a bullet or something.
Okay.
While Boyd grills the suspect inside, the search continues outside.
The sky could be falling, and Boyd has ice water running through his veins. When it hits the fan, you usually want him with you.
Did you know that we were coming with a search warrant?
I figured you'd be here sleeping later.
Okay. All right.
That's usually what happens.
Okay. All right. I'd rather not see you hanging on to the anchor as it keeps going down, and then, you know what I'm saying? Instead of letting go and coming up and get some air. But that's not a call. You're your own man. You make your own call. But I would encourage you just to be straight. Okay.
Okay, this is some of the target pieces of evidence that we're looking for, or pig part.
I know that people make mistakes. I've made mistakes in the past. I've done stupid stuff. But I would encourage you to get on top of it and don't write it down.
Oh, no, I'm going to call my attorneys.
Okay.
I got no more to say.
Right now, he's just wanting to go down with the ship, so be it.
Right on? Okay.
The evidence sweep nets more than just pig poaching violations.
In California, using any type of bear bait is illegal. Baiting any wildlife is illegal. Ingredients: water, concentrated artificial sweeteners, artificial jelly donut flavorings, and gelling agents. Yummy, artificial jelly donut. Got a raccoon hide in here.
That's either a badger or a mustelid of some kind.
That looks fresh, like fresh DNA to me. I wonder if there was a head that was on the back before the straw.
You know what? Listen, it's in the same shape as a skull would be.
Shasta County, California. Warden Brian Boyd gets nowhere with a suspected pig poacher.
I'm looking for your cooperation.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
But outside, he finds evidence of the missing pig head.
That looks fresh, like fresh DNA to me. I wonder if there was a head that was on the back before the straw.
You know what? Listen, it's in the same shape as a skull would be too, like that. That's the ridge back and that's the
It
jowls.
looks like it was chalked. I bet you can pull DNA out of that.
He said that he figured we were coming.
Yeah.
He said that's usually what happens. So this old boy, this is not his first go around. He's had folks in his house before doing the same thing. So he's a hardened target.
The search nets possible DNA from the missing pig head, as well as other violations.
Because of probably 5 or 6 different charges that I didn't even know about. That guy's house was like completely just like filled with every kind of game you can imagine. Squirrels, raccoons, bear hides, skunk hides.
But Boyd is still on the hunt for the bullet.
The Ruger 44 mags. This is what he's looking for. I got some 44 mags in here.
Okay. One of the guys found a projectile, which appears to be from a 44 caliber or similar type caliber weapon. It's curled back over some DNA, so I need to check that with the lab and see if that matches with the DNA from the pig. So at this point, we're done. This guy's a coyote. He knows the system. He's been playing the game for a long, long time. And I'm not the first game warden he's bumped into. So it takes so much time to catch one person that you're just scratching the surface and you know it. You just slowly pound each nail down, then go to the next nail and pound another one down until your house is built.
Besides the DNA evidence, Boyd hopes the bullet will nail this case shut.
144 rim mag, spent casing. This could be the whole thing. Right?
Yeah, I know that could do it.
This could be the whole thing.
The slug that we found in the guy's house, I'm going to test to see if it matches up with this weapon right here. Approximately the same caliber, it's about the same timeline, and it looks like it was fired from a weapon similar to this, so that's what I'm hoping for. And hopefully there's some DNA in it of that pig that I have DNA sample from, so that will be sweet. That would be the cherry on the top right there. Both of these weapons have seen some hard miles and killed a lot of stuff, I'll guarantee you that.
It's a good day for Boyd. A suspected pig poacher is off the street, and a truckload of evidence could put him away for a long time.
This guy is worth my time. It's one of the guys you just got to relentlessly pursue him. You cannot back off. You can't take a break. You have to go until you've completely hogtied him. As a game warden, you just want to catch crime. I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of crime it is. You just want to catch crime.
Boyd's extraordinary efforts fighting crime and protecting wildlife earn him Fish and Game's highest honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2012 Officer of the Year, Warden Brian Boyd.
Boyd is also honored by the California Game Wardens Foundation.
The California Game Wardens Foundation wants to present Brian with a down payment on the Academy Awards.
The Game Wardens Foundation pool up funds and then decide where to give them out. So if a game warden's wife gets cancer or if a game warden has an injury, they come in and help our families and help us logistically, emotionally, financially, medically, all those things to help us do our jobs better.
I considered making a break for it when I saw that big timber out that window on the second floor. I thought I could get out and run for it. I love working with you guys. We are a brotherhood of men and women that cannot be broken. I went to sat down here and couldn't eat, was too nervous. Then Barry saw me sitting there tweaking and said, "Hey boys, you want me to road you a little bit?" You know. So I was either that or 15 minutes in a rubber room and to get calmed down. So after this is all over, I'm gonna have to go wrestle with somebody. We of all people are blessed. I look at walking through the woods from a little kid, you know, dragging a 22 and just enjoying the life out in the woods. We of all people are blessed to see God's creativity and what He's made. We see it every day. And we've also been charged to protect and conserve that. That's a pretty big order to fill. And everybody here sitting at this chair, these chairs, does that every day. And so I want to tell you thank you. And I do want to tell my wife and family thank you because that woman's had to put up with me for 19 years. But I am very, very thankful. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.